All right, guys, we picked up this Pizza Hut order. It is a double, going about 3 miles total. So we are going to pull in and pick this up. We also grabbed a Spark order that's not due for pickup for about 30 more minutes. And our delivery drop off for these orders is kind of in the vicinity of that Walmart. So we'll get both of these picked up and dropped off, and then go slide over to the Walmart to pick up that order. It's not a great order. I'll show it to you here in a bit. It's a $17.50 double, really small number of items, like 7 items on one and 6 on the other. So we'll pull that screenshot up when we're headed over to get that. But right now we'll go into the Pizza Hut, pick up this double, and get rolling. All right, guys, we have both of those Pizza Hut orders picked up, and we are headed out to the customer. The total on the double was $16.50. This first order shows $8.25, so it looks like they're both $8.25, which means they could go up possibly, but if not, that's still pretty solid for a double, kind of going about 3 miles. So we will get rolling to customer number 1 here and drop off there, and then hit customer number 2. And then, like I said before, we got a Spark order to pick up in about 20 minutes. So as soon as we drop off, we'll head over to the Walmart and pick those orders up. They're pretty small, not the greatest order, but it just timed out well to be able to do this double. So $16.50 plus $17.50 will be about $34 if this all takes an hour, which I'm not sure it'll be that long, but even if it does, that'll be a $34 hour. So not bad there. So we will continue rolling to the customer here. All right, guys, we just dropped off that first Pizza Hut order to customer number 1. The rate on that was $8.25, and it jumped to $10.61. So that's pretty awesome. We're already ahead of what we thought we were going to get. So hopefully this next order might pop up a little bit too. Alright, guys, we just dropped that second Pizza Hut order off, and it blew up to like $10.68. So the total trip was $21.57, which is an incredible double. So we are going to make our way over to Walmart to pick up that second order, and if we can wedge it all into the hour, which I'm not sure we will, be looking at a $39, actually almost a $40 hour, with just 2 DoorDashes on that Pizza Hut double and 1 Walmart double. So we will make our way over to that direction. It's about 5 minutes away, and we've got about 5 minutes before it's supposed to be ready. It does show getting ready. So if you all watched the video yesterday, you know how that can go wrong. So hopefully we will do the $40 hour, but if we have a debacle like yesterday, we will not. So we'll just cross our fingers and hope it goes well.
Swipe left, someone said something stupid. Swipe right, now I'm watching what you did. Power down, now I'm at a disadvantage, but I think that it's worth it. I put my headphones on, I play my favorite song, I go to sleep and try again. Mama used to try and tell me no man is an island, but I think I feel like drifting away.
All right, guys, we are pulling into the Walmart pickup, It is a Saturday, so it may be a little busier than normal. We'll see how many cars are in the lot here. It already looks like quite a few. And we'll pull in here to an open spot. Let's pick spot number 28. Looks as good as any of them. So we will get ourselves checked in here on the app and go from there. All right, we have the first order in the back. And the second order in the front. Both pretty small orders, but we'll pull out here and I'll pop back on and kind of go over what just happened. All right, guys, so kind of a carbon copy of exactly what happened yesterday, where I got there, the first order came out, and the second order was not ready. I'm not sure what happened. It was about 20 minutes after, and when it said ready, I called inside the Walmart and asked if I was checked in my spot, and they said, no, you're not. So if I would have not called, I would have sat there till the end of time. So I don't know why it's doing that. It's checking me in for the first order and not checking me in for the second order. I haven't had that happen since I've started doing Spark, and it just happened twice in a row. So I'm not sure what the reason is, but we are loaded up here and we will get rolling to the customer and make these two drop-offs. It looks like we were nuked by Walmart again for our good hour. But it looks like we'll probably have the $39 in about an hour and 20 minutes, almost exactly like yesterday, which is not awful. So we'll get these dropped off and then get rolling with the rest of our day.
I don't wanna see you, I don't wanna hear you tonight. I don't wanna fight you, you don't wanna know if I feel alright. I don't wanna just forgive you, I just wanna be fine. I'll be waiting for a sign to light up, yeah. And your heart is out of sight, I just wanna feel mine. Hey you, I'm gonna be the one for another one. Hey you, maybe then you'll know that I was never one. I don't wanna see you, I don't wanna fear you tonight. You don't wanna know me, you just wanna make sure you're right. I'm gonna be the one for another one. Maybe then you'll know that I was never one. I'm gonna be the one for another one. I don't wanna feel you tonight. Got me. Got me. Can I feel you? Got me. Got me. Can I feel you? I don't wanna call you, I don't wanna know what you think. I'm the one you go to whenever you feel like you're about to sink. I don't wanna just forget you, but I wanna be fine. I'll be waiting for a sign to light up, yeah. And your heart is out of sight, I just wanna feel mine. Hey you, I could become the one for another one. Hey you, maybe then you'll know that I was never one. I'm gonna be the one for another one. Maybe then you'll know that I was never one. I'm gonna be the one for another one. I don't wanna fear you tonight.
Okay, so we are dropped off at customer number 1. It's a pretty easy little townhouse. And heading to customer number 2. The the more I kind of look at the clock here, this is going to be more like an hour and a half, $39. So again, it's not the worst thing in the world. I've had worse by far, but our goal was to kind of try and knock all that out, and we would have done that DoorDash double and the Spark double very, very easily within an hour, with maybe even some time to spare. But our plans were blown apart by the Walmart, but that happens. So we will head to customer number 2, get this Spark unloaded, and then head back to our hot zone and catch back up with you once we get another order. Okay, we are headed back to our hot zone. Got both of those Spark orders dropped off. Not the most efficient order by any means, but we will head back to our zone here, see if we can pick up any more orders. We've got DoorDash turned on. I'll probably turn on Uber for this afternoon, and we'll keep Spark on. But man, I hope we don't get another order like we have in the last 2, because that has not been profitable for us. So we will check back in with you in a little bit.
I see the constellations. They remind me that this life cannot be lost forever. I watch my generation. It's so evident this world will soon be gone. Will soon be gone. Can we live for tonight? Run away. Let's run away, run away. Can we get out of sight? Fly away. Let's run away, run away.
So we have been sitting in our hotspot here for quite a while. We've gotten mostly trash orders, which I'll flip up there for you. So just kind of waiting for a good order. Spark's gone pretty quiet, so we may take a spin around the block here, grab something to eat in our little lull here. So we will get back with you once we get an acceptable and decent offer. All right, we just accepted order on DoorDash. It's a double. One order is from Wingstop, and then the next order is actually a shop and pay at a Walgreens up next to the customer's house. That's kind of a weird deal to combine those 2 orders, but if it's the same guy that ordered it and it's going to the same house, it would make sense. So we are going to cruise on over to the Wingstop and pick that first order up, and then get headed up towards the Walgreens and pick that order up. All right, guys, we've got the Wingstop picked up. It was actually ready, which is a shocker for that store. So we will be headed up to this Walgreens to pick up the other 4 items, and then get going from there. Catch up with you in a bit. Pepper 2 liter. 1 in the bin. 2 in the bin. Let's go. In the bin. In the bin. And that is all she wrote. All right, so we have the groceries in tow, a couple of 2 liter bottles, chips and donuts, along with the Wingstop order in the hot bag down below. So we are headed out and towards the customer. All right, we are headed to the customer with that DoorDash double, Wingstop and Walgreens.
Was it the voice? Was it the fire burning in me? All of the noise turned into choirs of harmony. Left me with the pieces of forever that you broke. But since you left me alone, I've been high. I've been high. Lately I've been
We got the Wingstop and the Walgreens dropped off. Both of those orders were what they said they were originally. I think the shop was $8.50, and I believe the Wingstop was something like $7.25 or something like that. So it was the $15.75 total shown when we took the order. So we are heading out now. We just got 2 offers in. I'll try and throw this screenshot up here. One was pretty good. It was like 25 something, but it was 22 miles. It just was right on the border of, I don't know, you know, it would be a decent hour, but man, it was just too many miles. Then we got this second one that was a decent shop and pay for the items, and then I looked at the miles, and it was like, I don't know, whatever it says, 14 miles or something up there. Just too far. I get those kind of shop and pays in town, where I only have to go a couple of miles. So that one was actually going to a different city, just kind of outside of this city, but there's no Target out there, so they obviously wanted their Target. So we are going to get headed back to our zone now and see what comes up next. All right, we are re-entering our hot zone here. It's about 2:45, and I just realized that I forgot to eat today. So I'm gonna pull over here and grab something real quick, probably just eat in the car, keep the apps open during lunch, and see what comes in. All right, we are pulled over here. I'm gonna grab something to eat real quick. We got a little food truck rally going on across the street. They do that every Wednesday and Saturday in my market. Most of you probably don't know, but I own a food truck. It's not currently operating. I have it built and done and parked it in the RV spot a couple of miles from here. I'm just waiting on the health department to approve all the final licensing. I have to get a few more pieces of equipment like a generator, and I also need to move because I cannot operate the food truck from my current apartment. So my lease is up in about 2 months, so I'm hoping to try and rent or buy a house where I can park the truck and operate, actually like from kitchen to truck, where I can plug the truck into the garage and have the refrigeration running and just kind of prep and stock it overnight. That is the goal. So currently I'm just sitting on that, and thus why I'm doing gig work to kind of fill in the time. I figured I didn't want to go back into restaurant management only to go through training and all that kind of stuff, only to have to quit when I launch my food truck. So just a little side note about me, but there's a little rally they do twice a week that hopefully I will be parked at someday. So we're gonna go get some grub here, and we'll be back with you in a little bit. All right, guys, we just accepted a Spark order. It's $16.50. I'll throw it up on the screen here. It's a single order, so it's a pretty good paying single order. Looks like there's probably a $10 tip on there. I'll know more when I open it up here. So the Walmart is directly across the street, right behind those food trucks that I showed earlier. So we're going to swoop over there and hope that it's ready. It just says ASAP, so it probably means they're just putting it together. So we'll shoot over there, keep the other apps open to see if we can get any add-ons, and we'll catch up with you in a bit. We are pulling into the Walmart pickup zone. pick a spot here. Let's say 17. All right, we just checked the app and it said getting ready. So hopefully we don't run into the same problems we have earlier where it's going way over the pickup time. So we'll chill here and wait for the app to tell us it's ready and then check ourselves in. All right, we got the order in the trunk and we are on our way. All right, we are dropped off at the customer for that single Spark order. Again, that one was $16.50. It was a $10 tip on it, which is pretty decent for a single order. I'll usually grab those. We were a little bit delayed at the pickup, certainly not anything like we were at the previous two. But usually, I mean, $16.50 would be like a good half-hour maker if you could kind of get it in there. I think we went a little bit over that. But all in all, not a bad order. So we are headed back to our little zone there, and we'll catch back up with you shortly. All right, we just picked up this order for Bird Call, which the camera is facing dead ahead. That's the restaurant right there. For $10.50, going about 4 miles. Not too bad. Things were getting a little bit slow, so we decided to swoop this one up. So we will drive across the street and wait for that order to be ready and head out. All right, we have our Bird Call in the hot bag and a couple of drinks over here nestled in their little drink holder. So we'll get that bag sealed up and head on out to the customer. All right, we are out of the Bird Call parking lot and headed on down the road to the customer. Says it's about 5 minutes away, so we'll be rolling there, dropping off soon.
The calm before the storm. Things aren't as they were before. You best start bracing. Did you think you could keep us out? Shut the gates, forget us now. Tides are changing.
All right, we got that Bird Call order dropped off. You can see over here it popped up to $11.50, so we got an extra little $1 on that guy. I didn't notice that there was a peak pay of $1.50 on there, so that's why it looked a little bit better than average. The tip was $7.50, so not bad. That's all for a single quick little run. So we will be headed back to our little hot zone here and see if anything else comes in. The sun has made its way behind the mountains, so be falling dusk on us here. We'll see if we get any more orders in. If we can squeeze a few more in for the day, that would be awesome. So we will see you in a bit. All right, we just accepted a Spark order. This is actually a shop and pay at a Walmart, which I normally don't do because there's just so much stuff that you could have to get, from socks to underwear to power tools to eggs and milk, and I just think it's too much real estate to span unless it's the order like I just took, which is, I'll throw it up on the screen, $24 for this shop, and it is 3 items. It is beef jerky, tampons, and pasta. Sounds like somebody's gonna have a fun evening. So I'm gonna head over to this Walmart. It's not my normal Walmart, it's about 3 miles away, but I figure I'll go swoop this up real quick, shop for maybe 3 minutes, and then it's actually heading back towards my house. So the delivery is, so I'll be able to kind of swing back to where I want to be going anyway. So we're heading over to this Walmart. We'll have to go in and do the shop real quick. And we will be back with you once we get to the store. Let's go get it. Spaghetti. Teriyaki, 10 ounce. Swooped. Champions, 50 counts. Super duper. Check. We are at the checkouts. It's a little bit of a different process here. You just go up to one of the checkout counters and scan the QR code, and you grab an associate real quick that just checks your order, and you bag it yourself and take off. There's no scanning items or anything, so a little bit different shop and pay with Walmart. We'll cruise up here. To our checkout here and start to scan the code. All right, we are done shopping. 3 items took us just a couple of minutes. Once again, one of the items was all the way across the Walmart, and then one of the items was in the entire different corner of the Walmart. So not your typical 3-item shop. And again, that's why I said I'm not real big on Walmart shops, because you could be all over the place, but it really took a couple of minutes. And I'll be putting up some screenshots during this sequence to kind of show you guys what the process was for a shop and pay on Spark. I've never done one of these on video before. So it's got a few different steps that you don't see at other shop and pays. I like the checkout process. It's really fast. If you saw that video at the end there, it kind of explains what you do. You just go to the self-checkout and scan the QR code, and you're done. You bag your own stuff and leave. So very, very efficient order there. The customer is about 2 miles from here back towards my house, which I'm probably gonna head back towards. This will probably be the last order. But I mean, seriously, $24 for 3 items that took a couple of minutes and a couple of miles is amazing. I should do more of these shop and pays, but they're just typically not like this. I mean, a lot of Walmart ones are like 30 items, and it'll take me 2 hours in a store like that. So I'd rather just do these small ones. There's actually an incentive program in my market right now. If you do 10 Spark shop and pays in 6 days, it's an extra $100, which is not bad. I just don't see enough shop and pays that I can do, but this one was one that I could definitely do, and I would do all day long. So we are going to head out here to the customer, and we will catch up with you down the road. All right, we are out of the Walmart and rolling to our customer here. It's just a couple miles away. Dusk has befallen us, so we will head down to the customer, probably head back to our zone. It's close to our home base, and see if we want to do any more orders or if we might be done for the day. Just kind of see what happens. We just took this order. I'll throw up on the screen. It's a Safeway order, $13 for 4 items, going a couple of miles. So I thought we might turn it in for the night, but this one is a pretty good order. It's going to an apartment complex that I know exactly which building it is. so it shouldn't be a problem. It's 3 bags of frozen shrimp and 1 bag of pepperoni jerky. So it should take about 1 minute to shop for. This is a smaller store, obviously, than the last Walmart, and I know it pretty well. So we will get in there, do this quick little shop, and head it down to the customer. Hello, Safeway. You are missing an A light. Get on that. C-Pack popcorn shrimp, 18 ounce. Put in the bin. That was the wrong one. Two in the bin. And 3 in the bin. Now off for the jerky and we'll be done. Alright, big pepperoni stick. You like big stick? Into the bin. And we are off to the checkout. All right, we have our grocery order in tow. Couldn't be any simpler. The last 2 orders with that Spark and this one is just doesn't get any easier than that. Although the Spark one was $24, which was crazy. It was easily the best order of the day. But we've got this bad boy. We will head down to the customer. It's about 2 miles away, and complete our drop off and probably head back and call it a night, but we'll see. All right, guys, we got that last DoorDash dropped off for $13. There was a $1.50 peak pay that I didn't see on there, which doesn't suck, but I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up for the day. I did go out this morning and do a few Ubers. I think it was about $25 in Uber, $62 in Spark on the day, and $108 on DoorDash. So about $190-ish on the day, which isn't bad, but not overly great for a Saturday. I usually definitely like to break 200, but not too bad overall. So we will wrap it up and get back out here tomorrow, hopefully for a busy Sunday. So I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day or evening, and we will catch up with you later.
Can I dive deep into the darkness in your heart? Trust you more than anyone I have met before. I don't care who you are or who you want to be. I'll be here